Hello, beautiful people of the internet. We're saving and continuing. Welcome back. This is episode number 88 of Blueprints. In the last episode, we tunneled off of the map, and we sort of took stock of where we were in the game and what mysteries were still hanging over us. It's day 101 here in the Mount Holly Mansion. Let's see what today has to hold. Biggest thing of all is lockpick, keys, and gems. Okay. Those are good. I like all of those. Biggest thing of all is that if the run does not have the correct outdoor room, I'm kind of uninterested in it. Allowance 68, pretty decent. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draft before we even get to... I'm going to draft before we even get to look at our outdoor room until I get some, hopefully I'll get some dice right at the start of this run. That's Draxus, right? If I do get some dice, that can tell us what kind of game we're going to have, what kind of day we're going to have. I probably should have done security there. That probably would have made the most sense. Yeah, I hope you're having an excellent day. We're gonna get Geist bedroom. Damn it, that's not Geist bedroom. I want to go in there, but first, let me get Geist bedroom. Come on. Conference room here is actually chill, very chill. Let's do it. Little conservatory action. I can't believe we're kind of just like skipping going outdoors until we... This is gonna backfire, isn't it? There's Geist bedroom. Let's get it. Let's take the dice. So I want to be able to redraw because in the last run, I got stuck with 3 outdoor rooms that I didn't want. And I thought maybe it would make more sense to go inside, get a quick little... a quick little couple dice so that I can go for tomb, schoolhouse. What else do we want outside? Tomb, schoolhouse, shrine, shelter even. All 3 of those are fine. Or all 4 of those are fine. Schoolhouse being a big preference and tomb being a big preference. If we don't get those outdoors, the run is kind of over. On the other hand, spending a lot of room inside to try and get those is probably also not great either. And of course we got it without... We got 3 things we wanted without a single god dang need to use the dice. Okay. Am I ready for the final exam? Oh, I'm really unsure what to do right now. How do I feel about the final exam? Let's just take a look. I feel relative. I feel like I've got one that's probably wrong on this page. Like I don't have a great chance of getting it correct. Oh shit, I should have checked for bananas for that one. One, so that's 2 questions I'm probably am gonna get wrong. Or could get wrong. We need to check grade 5 when we get there, but if we get there, we will have checked it, so we're gonna get that one right. I think I have number 26 correct. This one I will get correct, but I didn't have it correct last time. Pretty sure I have 28 correct. Pretty sure I have 33 correct. Let's take a look here. I did great on math, so it's like... Can I ace the final exam if I took it right now? I don't know. Art is the problem, and I'm pretty sure one of them was 25. One of the ones I got wrong, but I don't know how many I got wrong. Are the rest of these art? Color is probably this apple one. That probably counts. This banana, orange, apple, green apple. Geography, I think, is probably this one that I got wrong. History and Arajan, I both missed a bunch of questions too, though. So I think this... Is that geography or is that... It's kind of geography. It's kind of spelling. That's not an option. Is that history? Is that Arajan? I'd probably put it under geography. Math, I did great. I think it's possible I have 42 wrong here. I don't know what to do with Arajan. 67% would suggest to me that I got 1 of 3, or 2 of 6, or 3 of 9 wrong. How many Arajan questions are there? I still don't know what the fuck this one is. If it's math, though, I got it right. Is it math? Or is it history? Because it says Algerian scholars. If it's math, I got it right. 100%. I didn't think about that. Oh, wait, I think I did get it right. 46 would be like room 46. I think that's right. Okay, so we should actually like edit this one. I think I got this one right. I'm gonna call that math. I could be wrong, but we're gonna call that math. Let's see if I can mark it down as correct. 1 second. I think that's right. 8 squared, 64 flipped is 46. Maybe that is why there are 46 rooms in this mansion. Like 46 is a number that like we're familiar with, right? Where's the stamp tool? Because I'm a dumbass and I didn't. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, God, this is so ugly. Don't judge my Photoshop skills. I'm just trying to make it go away. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Yes. 100%. It's 46. That's got to be correct. Okay. File, export. All that good. So... I think this might be our final exam. Let's do it. Let me just save this real quick and we'll look back through it. I would like to have a better understanding of the math, but I think we can... Oh, sorry. Let me think real quick. I would like to solve 2 things in particular before we take this final exam. That was my computer sound. Sorry if you heard that. So here's my thought. We need to... So how many are, like, correct now that weren't correct last time? I think I get number 2 correct, so that's 1. I think I could get 5 correct on the way there because I'm pretty sure I would get a banana or a green apple. I'm pretty sure, so that's 2. We'll call that 2. I got 100% on science. This is some geography, which I did pretty well on. But I got something wrong. We would get number 25 correct, 100%. I think 26 is correct. We would get 27 right, 100%. So that's 4 extra. 4 extra so far. These are correct. These are correct. Something is wrong in Erasion, but I don't know what it is. And I don't know what I want to change. I would get 4 extra ones correct. Oh, boy. Is that enough to ace it? I don't think it is. I'd get at least 4 correct. What would I change, though? You could try lay on number 44. I think 43 is correct. I think 42 is correct. I'm pretty damn sure 26 is correct. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's try it. I should probably just take Shrine, but I'm going to take Schoolhouse. I want to pass this final exam. I don't just want to pass it. I want to ace it. Okay, so we're going to need... I don't even know if I'll get there because it is hard to make work. It's hard to get the things in the correct order. The classrooms. But let's see if we can't do it. Let's find out. I only have 4 gyms. I would love to get study in a way that would help me here. We need to prioritize things that give us gems. Keys are fine too. Kitchen would maybe give us an answer to the banana or apple thing. Banana or green apple. But let's just... What the fuck does this mean? What is the X? 9 plus 15? Do you ignore this row? Is it just 15? Oh my god. 6? I think that's times 2 is 12. Okay, you ignore it. -4 plus 15 is 11, rounded to 10. There's a new sheriff in town. There's a new rule in town for how to work that. That's amazing. Classroom here goes right, which I don't hate. I would like to go left, though. Treasure trove currently we need to go into. Okay, this is all bad. Extra keys? I don't fucking know, dude. This seems bad. I picked classroom, and we're not going to be able to get it done. So this is 13. 1. 18, 11. Flipped is 11. Yeah? Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. This goes in a circle. West Wing Hall here. To get access to the corner. Where I don't think we actually want a... Where we want conservatory. We don't want a classroom right here, really. We could take it. I mean, it's just not great. Study would be really helpful. God, fucking freezer. God damn it. One more redraw. One more redraw. This run is cooked. This run is absolutely cooked. By that, I mean luck has not been on our side. We got our dice back. Never mind. We're good. Okay. Get me out of here. Okay, let's do classroom here. We have 7 gems. Meaning, hypothetically, we could... What's that final exam question? +3? Yeah, +3. Hypothetically, we could draw a bunch of classrooms in a row here. That goes the wrong way. I don't know why it does that. Ornate compass. Oh my god, that's why I wanted ornate compass. Yeah, that makes sense, Ryan. I guess we'll take it. I feel like maybe the solution to getting final exam more often is just to say fuck it and try and draft it. And if you fail, you fail. You just restart. Okay, let's go get Treasure Trove open because I'm curious about that, what it says today. Then we can draft up from there. Yeah, okay. The true treasure of the trove is not in the house. I think that means reservoir. I think it does. I think it has to mean it. The green memos you find in this room will always be true. But of course it is on a green memo. So like if that part's false, shouldn't the whole thing be false? I'm not making judgments on whether or not these are false or true at this point. I'm just collecting. I'm imagining that green is true in here. I'm just imagining. I'm just collecting data basically. Okay. Classroom that goes to the right. Why do you go to the left? Why? Commissary instead. I'm getting out of gems. Let's see if we can buy some gems. Nope. salt shaker is hilarious because it will actually change how much I get from food. However, it will tell me how many I get, and then it will give me one more. Okay, we'll take classroom here. Down to 3. These all have red apples in them, so I really need to get a different kind of food if I'm going to make a guess. If I'm going to get some information. I could always make a guess instead. Classroom to the right, I like. This puts us at 4. Fucking pantry. I hate that room. I think we should probably redraw here. At least once. Classroom here is hypothetically guaranteed to give us... Hypothetically. It's not actually guaranteed. But the odds are very good of getting 5, 6, and then 7. Which is really nice. So I think we have to take it. That leaves us with only... What is it? 2 more to get? Okay, so one of the... Final exam 24 and to 26. Number 25. The options are Pry, Flan, Bride, and Jungle. Bride, Flan, Pry, and Prey. So it's Jungle. Okay. Let me mark that on Photoshop. And then we'll continue. Yeah, I guess I didn't save any of these as Photoshop documents. I just saved them as a... Where's the stamp? What is this? Nope. Oh, no. God. Oh, Jesus. What are all these tools? Holy cow. What do you think the remove tool is? Generate AI? No. I just want the stamp. Let me use my bad method of doing this. Where's the stamp button? There it is. Nope. Great. Excellent. So the answer to this one is Jungle. 100%. Okay. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Then 2 bumped up to 3. Classroom. Come on. I know it's getting rare. There it is. Goes to the right. 6. And lockpick. Never mind. No, we can't. Use a normal key here. We have 7. Oh my god, we're out of gems. Shit. We need something that gives us gems. I didn't even think about it. Dang it. Didn't even think about it. Storeroom's great. Storeroom's perfect. Dang it. That is actually going to make it a lot harder. We're going to have to... I was thinking we only had 2 classrooms to do, which you can do in a lot of tight spaces. 3 is a little bit more difficult. That's all right. We can still do it. It's not that difficult. I've done it before. Okay, so I think we need to go all the way back to conference room, then draft. We can also go down to foundation and draft whenever we need to. 2 gems is not a lot. I'd love to do security, though, because it does also allow me to set up a experiment. Now we have 1 gem, which is even worse. Estate inventory has nothing on it. The card system. Unlocked. Back. Let's get a special order in. Keep giving me my shovel. I love it so much. Then let's access the laboratory to set up an experiment. Okay. I love permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Whenever you draft a shop, for each bedroom you draft after your second, which is not super likely, or the next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Well, I would say shop, permanently add 1 gold, is probably your best bet here. It would be really cool if you could, the next time you opened a locked trunk, add a small chest to the entrance hall. That would be really... I mean, it couldn't be that because it would break the game, but it would be really cool. Okay, not an amazing experiment. We're looking to draft shop rooms occasionally, but it's an experiment. Okay, so I think we want dining room here. Because it doesn't cost anything. It gives us lunch pail. And we need a... we need a trophy room. Trophy room is our win condition for how to do this. We can't draft chapel when we don't have... Sorry, we can't draft classroom when we don't have the gems to spend it. We could, it's just not good for us. It's really not good for us. We want the chance to redraw with a lot of gems. Still an item in here. There it is. I was like, I swear I was hearing it near the chair. Okay. Lockpick kit. This is a... I think this is a normal key situation. Silver key would have been fine too. I should have silver keyed. Currently, Planetarium has a locked chest, a dice, and a dig spot. Which is not terrible. A die, by the way, not a dice. Kitchen, on the other hand, costs a gem, but gives us... I'm nervous I'm actually going to dead end here. We'll take Planetarium. Okay, we need to get to coat check. 6 keys left. 5 keys left. Dang it, I was really hoping this would have gems. That was the... that was the thing I wanted from that was gems. I don't know if you can walk into planetarium after you've already been in it and use the telescope, but I want to find out. Oh boy, I need something that goes north, so boiler room is really our only option. That's going to use our gem. I can also redraw. Morning room gives us gems. Then I could go to foundation because I do have key card, and I could draft from there. That's probably the right call. I would have enough gems to make it at that point. Let's do that. We actually got 3 gems. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Coupon book. Okay. So we need to get out of the house entirely. And get over to foundation. And see what we can do. I did grab this already, right? Yeah, I did. That's why the special flowers happened. Okay. Locked chests. Let's do it. God, I'm a little nervous that I'm not as prepared for this final exam as I should be. I feel like I've only made a little bit of progress. And frankly, I really thought I would have... Right now, I have a 50% chance to get the food question right. I could go back and watch my own videos to see if... which is probably what I should do. To see if, like, the last time I ate a banana, I got 3 food from it. Or what. But... I have only improved like 4 questions. Was it 4 questions if I get the food one right? I'm at a B. Do I need to get an A or do I need to get an A+? Do I need to ace it or 100%? Ace is a weird word. I would interpret ace as getting an A. Hopefully. I don't know that that's the case, though, and I'm very nervous that it isn't. And I've been close but no cigar in this game a number of times. Here's looking at you, Mechanarium. And it hurts when that happens. I think this is a great place for Silver Key. We won't get Classroom right here. Fuck. But this is fine. This is fine. Did I just shoot myself in the foot by doing that? Don't answer that. Let's draft here without... Oh, God. Oh, God. I was thinking I could get coat check here and it would be great. Instead, I got such shitty things. Guess we take library here. That adds 1 to our ability to draft in the future. I have screenshots of all of these. So I probably don't want to, like, power, right? If power increases your odds of getting powered rooms, I don't want to. I don't know that it does, though. We need a classroom right here, right now. Beautiful. It goes left. That's fine. That's bad? Or is that fine? Did I just fuck up? Uh-oh. If I get classroom here, will it guaranteed go left? It will. I think. Either I will... Okay. So I think because of the way the game works, because I have made a doorway north out of foundation, that doorway can't become a dead end. Meaning, if I were to draft a classroom, it would either have to go to the left into that doorway, which would dead end me and ruin the run, or the classroom might... I don't know how this works. I don't know how the classroom works. If the classroom goes the other direction, it's possible I just could not find it in my draft here. Ever, no matter how many times I redrew. I don't know how it works, though. Those are both problems. Meaning I have to take Great Hall or something like it here with the chance to unlock more doors. Now, the question is, do I take Great Hall or do I redraw? This is very interesting. Or do I redraw 9 different times hoping for something else that is still also good? If I got Trophy Room, for instance, I'd take that. Probably. Trophy Room facing north. If it went left or right, I would have 2 chances. Let's redraw for Trophy Room, right? Yep. Okay, so it went left. That sucks. Lost and Found also sucks. I would like Coat Check. Drawing Room here is bad. Because I wouldn't... I think I basically need to line up 2... Oh no, this is gonna bite me in the ass, isn't it? Closed Exhibit is, I think, fine. I have a key card. I don't have Study, so really, getting Trophy Room does not matter. Let's take Closed Exhibit. The problem is I have to get Classroom, like, right here, right now. Kind of. Right? Did I really... Oh, man. Did I really mess this run up? I think I did. God damn. I think I really messed this room up. This run up. Dang it. That's all right. Short memory. This takes my gem. Workshop gives me a chance to draft 2 in a row. If things go well, we just got food from dining room. Okay. Can I make anything here that would be amazing? Detector shovel. My library contraptions tells me that does not tell me what that thing does. Let's assemble it. I think if I'm remembering correctly, it's the one that is like, you don't get trash. Like you only detect good things. Okay. Much greater chance of finding coins and keys while digging. We need to get classroom right here. I didn't get it. Okay. This run is so in trouble. We need to get classroom right here or else I failed. We did get it. Okay, it all comes down to this. This is grade 8. You learn Erasion. Then we have 10 redraws to hopefully get classroom, but I'm not actually sure we can get it. I hope that you can. I think that you can, because I think you can enter classrooms from either direction. Either like the back wall or the side wall. But we have 8 redraws left to find out. It is an unusual rarity. 6 redraws left, which means they're not great odds of me finding it. 4 redraws left. God damn it. I truly can't do anything else. If we don't get it, the run is over. 2 redraws left. I could technically take drawing room. I don't know that it would benefit me at all. It would cost my gem, give me a gem. No, it would benefit me because it would then give me 2 chances to draw rather than 1 chance to draw. We should take drawing room. In this door, I have 2 chances to draw rather than 1 chance to draw. I think it's likely that I can't get classroom along this wall right now. Like, I don't know if it's that it like faces the other way. I don't understand the classroom directions. 1 last chance. Damn it. Well, that's it for that run. Dang, 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 dang. Oh, I should have taken a shot because it would have triggered this. Fuck. I didn't think about that. Until too late. Cool. Well, that's going to do it for this run. I will probably keep this run going. Keep this video going by adding another run to this one. Actually, sorry. Hold up 1 second. Let me check. I don't remember if I've been recording, how long I've been recording for. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to end this episode here because it's not very long and I didn't really do anything. So, what I'll do is I'll go find a break room to call it a day in. And then we can start up again on this same video. Oh, there's a coin there. That's super important. Do I have a break room? I have a break room right outside the entrance hall, as is tradition. So, I will see you in just a second for that. All right. Well, one of the challenges in this game continues to be drafting all 9 classrooms. I was really hoping by now I would have changed the rarity of classroom on the observatory, but we have not managed to do that. So, we'll call this run right here, but I'll be back in just a second. Probably wearing a different t-shirt to finish this video because I am probably going to record it tomorrow. But thanks for watching this part. We'll be right back in just a second. All right, part 2 of the run. It's day 102. Let's see what we can get going in the next couple of minutes. I grabbed the wrong notebook, so I got to find the right one with my blueprints notes. We'll see what we can get going today. I think I keep switching methods. Let's just go draft the outdoor room. See what we get. We can always just call it a day if we don't get the room we want. I feel like we're either going to get a bunch of rooms we don't want or 3 rooms, all of which would be great. That's what happened with the classroom, with Schoolhouse. It's 2 rooms that I like. We should take Tomb 100% because the ability to draft her ladyship's chamber is the key. And speaking of the key, we got the dice, and then let's go get the key. This is the wrong one. It's the one that goes the other direction. The back left. Through here, right? Yeah. There it is. There it is. All right. So let's go see if we can draft her ladyship's chamber. Tucked quietly away in the west wing of Mount Holly is the decorative bedroom of your grandmother, Lady Epson. The style you find unique in the house is a fitting tribute to her childhood home in Iraja. Oh, I just realized it's Iraja, and so it can only be drafted as you are headed south. That's kind of cool. That's a neat thematic rule. This is like the extra credit part of this episode. Like, if something happens, awesome. If not, that's okay too. We're getting a head start on the next episode, you know? So let's go. Let's draft some right-hand stuff first to see if we can get a Geist bedroom, some gems. I guess we already have 4 gems. Why do we have 4 gems right now? It was a tomorrow room. I had a bunch of tomorrow rooms. Is it morning room? It's morning room. There it is. Okay, I was like, 4 gems. I should have 2. Let's get a little conservatory. Oh, baby, you simply love to see it. Maybe my favorite room in the game. Okay. Drawing room commonplace is excellent. Geist bedroom commonplace is excellent. Laundry room, we should make commonplace. Laundry room aquarium is about to be my shit because the amount of laundering of currencies that I can do. With power, footsteps and gems, stars and allowance, dice and keys. I would love to do stars and allowance right now. First chance I get. Dice and keys is also pretty great. Cool. That feels good to me. That feels good to me. Let's see if we can. Security's great. We get a experiment set up. My goal is for this run is to perfectly line up where I am drafting. I can actually just go to Foundation and start trying to draft south from there. That might actually be the play. State inventory has 5. Oh, there's 5 coins inside of Tomb right now. I think that might be the play is go Foundation, ideally with a couple dice, which I have. No, I don't have them yet. No, I do have them because I don't have the Geist bedroom dice, but I did get dice from the Tomb. Go Foundation with a couple dice to ensure that we can draft in a southerly direction. Oh my god, I can't type today. See how far we can get on the west wing. And go from there. I was originally thinking you'd want to like go every other row to the west wing, then try and draft south. But that only gets you like 4 opportunities. 4. On the other hand, and the corner, Resilience of the Rook, is one of them, which means you actually get like a bunch more opportunities. But on the other hand, if you could go for Foundation, up, left, and then continue to draft south, you could draft every row. Now, the odds that that is going to work, I don't know. But, like, you'll probably run into a dead end and then still have to come back to the main entrance. But we'll see how... I don't need to think ahead that far. Let's just see how it plays out right now. We're going to set up an experiment. Okay. I only like set your dice to 2. And I think I'm going to do apple. It's a way to... These are actually 2 effects that I don't love. Lose 10 steps, gain 20 gold, and add 3 aquariums. We can choose whether or not we eat an apple. We cannot choose whether or not drawing room comes up during the draw, etc. So we should get a Geist bedroom before we go north. A storeroom is also nice because it gives us a key. So let's take this. This run is just focused on drawing her ladyship's chamber. Nothing else even matters. Geist bedroom. Geist bedroom. Let's go hallway. Gives us a resource, gives us another chance to draw. Should I have made laundry room one step uncommon rather than commonplace? Maybe. I may have made a mistake there. It might show up in too many situations. Use a key here, probably worth it. I either get 2 keys or 3 gems or some weird combination of that kind of shit. Let's go. Let's go ahead and draft the Geist bedroom. There it is. Okay, this does successfully cut off the rest of the run, but it doesn't matter. I have Tomb. This is 6 dice. This is not 2 dice. This is 6 dice. Oh my god, I forgot. Let's fucking go, dude. What? Gain an additional... Plus 2 dice, gain an additional 4 dice. Am I tripping? Hold up. Let me watch the footage back. I only have 6 dice. Shouldn't I have 8? I'm not tripping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What the fuck? And I had 2. You could see that as well. I had 2 already. Wait, hold up. Let me hit play. What happened? 6? Did they just disappear? Is that a bug? Huh. I was like, did I eat an apple and mess something up? What the fuck? Okay, well, Draxus, you screwed me, man. You screwed me. Damn. I don't know. We're going to take conference room, and then we're not going to even go in here. I don't even want to be there right now. Let's go out the house to Foundation and see if we can pull off what we were attempting to pull off with only 6 dice rather than 8, which I thought we should have. Dang, that was really weird. I wonder if that was a bug. That's the only thing I can think of. You know what? At this point, 88 episodes in, I'm going to ask a question. A front seat question, meaning rather than our normal stance of please don't answer this, for this one I'm going to say you can answer this in the comments down below. Was that a bug? Yes or no? Please, if not, don't tell me what it was. If yes, that's good enough to know. The reason I say if no, don't tell me is that I don't want to accidentally, like, figure out a game mechanic by being told in the comments, but I do want to confirm whether... my guess is that that's a bug. You know what I mean? So, feel free to answer that in the comments down below. Please don't give too much information. I just want to know yes or no. Was it a bug? It had to be, right? I don't know. That was weird. It's like the second click didn't register. The second set of dice didn't register. Okay. Either way, let's keep going. So we have... I think we just go up. We don't have a lot of keys, which could make this interesting. But we did already get security, so hopefully key card will be enough. We need to go left here. There's more keys. Let's go. That's exactly what we needed. A banana. +3. You know what that means. Time to mark that down on our final exam. +3 steps when consumed. Open that with Photoshop. So we got 100%. Let's go. Okay, beautiful. Got it saved. Let's get a little bit of... That's just 15. Let's get some... What does that mean? Count it twice? Is that what that means? Is that 2? Each thing on... That's what it means. Each thing on that row triggers twice. So we got 40. No, sorry. 20. 30. -10 is 20. Okay. It's amazing how they can teach you new mechanics, even when you don't really have a clue as to what they would do. This is one of our 3 keys. We need something that goes left. This is an ideal place to get West Wing Hall. Really? It closes off her ladyship's chamber for being right here, but it opens up everything else. So I think we take it. Sorry, I've got a song stuck in my head. Okay, her ladyship's chamber. We hope and pray. And if we don't get her ladyship's chamber, we must... That's the most important draw I could have ever made. Oh my god. Purple. We win. I was going to say, if we don't get her ladyship's chamber, we need something that goes straight so that we have another chance to draw. This should work, right? If it's locked, I have a key. No. Can I redraw and it'll still be the same thing? Yes. I have 5 more redraws to try and get it. And our pool is very tiny. So we have maid's chambers, aquarium, bedroom, boudoir, dormitory. I don't think it can be master bedroom. It can't be Geist bedroom. I think there's one more that I'm not thinking of. Bunk room, or whatever that's called. Her ladyship's fucking chamber. Let's go! Oh my god. Will this be written in Arajan? I think the answer is yes. I think it almost has to be yes. It has been... This is one of the most rare rooms in the game for me. Master bedroom and her ladyship's chamber. I think I've been here either 3 or 4 times. That is it. That is it. Does it never end? This weird little hat with a feather in it. Ballerina. Purple flags. Oh my god. Okay, let's do it, right? There's kind of a globe in here, except it's just purple. I really like that portrait a lot. The slanted glasses here crack me up. Okay. What a treat. This late in the game, we have a new book to read. Are you kidding me? Nope. Sorry. I'm trying to grab my screenshotting app. Her ladyship's sleep diary. Oh, interesting. It's a sleep diary. Do you record your dreams? Also, the title is in English. Thank God. Her ladyship's sleep diary is... We should make a new folder called that. We'll call it Sleep Diary page 1. Done. My dear... Ah... Are those letters weird? Oh no, we need to find a magnifying glass. Are those letters weird? I doubt you guys can see this, but they look like they have a weird texture to them. My dear diary, after countless sleepless nights and failed home remedies, my physician has urged me to document my sleeping routines in the various bedrooms of our estate. It is his hope that by tracking the caliber and length of my sleep in each room, together we may come to a deeper understanding of my condition and perhaps with luck find a more favorable environment in which I might finally find some amount of relief. Sorry, some amount of rest. Clara. I need to bring a magnifying glass to this room immediately. These letters right here have a, like, gray square underneath them. It's like, it looks like a glare on my monitor. These do not. Now, that could be a issue with the, like, the actual image. Like, that might not be a clue. But in this game, everything is a clue. Next day. My dear diary, to begin, I thought it best to start with my own room, despite already knowing how unsuitable it has been for my sleep of late. I would have never in a million years guessed that what her ladyship's diary was a sleep diary. Never. I would have guessed it to be potentially something written in Eurasian. Probably something about Eurasia. Potentially, not to fail the Bechdel test here, potentially about her relationship to her husband. And potentially about her relationship to Herbert Sinclair. I'm relieved that it's not about those things. I'm excited that it's a sleep diary. It's something very weird and strange, something I never would have guessed. That's exciting to me because that means that I don't know what to expect here. Okay, so she sleeps in her own room first. Perhaps it is all the old memories that linger here, as it is impossible not to think of home among so many mementos of my youth. So in a way, oh, that's funny. In a way, I think it very well may be about Eurasia, potentially about her husband, potentially about herself, etc. Nonetheless, I find comfort in gazing at the stars before dozing off. And it pains me to consider if this trial is successful, it may be one of the final occasions that I sleep here. Clara. My room. Sleep duration 2.5 hours. Quality peaceful despite brevity. Observable effects. I awoke the following morning with 10 less steps, but also observed an additional star in the sky. Call it a day? Is that what this is? Is it call it a day? I thought maybe it would unlock an option to actually sleep. Is it call it a day? Let me screenshot. Huh. Adding a star and calling it a day inside of this room would be effective. Footsteps is not great because I currently kind of lack them. Guest bedroom is a room I have turned into the Geist bedroom. Dearest Diary, last night I retired to the guest room as I have yet to gain the courage to ask anyone to surrender their room to me, even for a night. Save that as page 4. This bedroom is a cozy space normally reserved for guests staying the weekend. However, I found, despite having a choice between 2 beds that neither proved to be very comfortable, I must speak with Herbert about this, as our guests deserve, at the very least, as much comfort in their stay as we have. Clara. Sleep duration 4 hours, but very fragmented. Nothing special in terms of effect. Bunk room. My dear diary, it was strange to sleep. These are one day after the other. It was strange to sleep in the childhood room of my late husband. The room was just as I had imagined it from the stories he told me of growing up with an elder brother. Herbert informed me that the room has remained untouched, almost identical to when they both occupied it. To avoid any accidents, I slept in the bottom bunk, as climbing ladders is not as easy as it used to be. I wonder how old she is in this at this time. 79? The game takes place in, like, is it 93? Is that right? I would have guessed pretty old, but just from the context clues of, like, needing to see it. Not that this is an old person's problem, but the, like, failing sleep. Yeah. Despite my exhaustion, my thoughts of Simon kept me up through most of the night. My thoughts of Simon? Is it... Remind me, is your husband's name Simon? I think it is, right? But I need to check. Yeah. Simon Sinclair. Okay. Sleep duration twice the usual quality. Sleep duration twice the usual quality, 2 times as restless. Observable effects. The next morning I went to the family tomb to visit his grave. Was surprised to find a flower already laid. To-do list. Call it a day in bunk room. The fuck? I forgot about servants' quarters. Servants' quarters, I could not bring myself to ask Hartley directly if I could borrow his room for my sleep study. The mere thought of it was mortifying. Instead, I decided to, quote-unquote, roll the die, as he often puts it, and wait for his night off to sneak into his room to nap. The experience of sleeping in a servant's room was thrilling, but the fear of getting caught was overwhelming. Every little noise startled me, and I couldn't manage to sleep for more than a few moments, fearing Hartley would return at any time. Servants' quarters, sleep duration, perhaps an hour, quality terrible. Effects, about half the footsteps the following day. I also discovered a stray die had found its way into my pocket, which was hardly shocking given Hartley's history. So my guess is you sacrifice half your footsteps the following day for the chance to get 1 stray die. I mean, I'm curious to try it. Call it a day in servants queue, parentheses bad. The master bedroom, I'm very excited to see what we have to say here. My dear diary, I have to confess I was initially hesitant to spend the night in the Baron's room. It's extravagantly showy, with every surface adorned with gold and every piece of furniture so large it seems almost comical. Yeah, I mean, there's a sword inside of Herbert's bedroom that is fucking enormous. But as I lay down on the enormous bed, I was surprised to find that I felt entirely at ease. Even the absurdly oversized pillows were somehow comfortable, propping me up just right so I didn't feel any strain on my neck or back. I slept more soundly than I have in weeks. I woke up feeling genuinely rested for the first time in what feels like forever. Clara. Sleep duration, 8 hours. Quality, best in many months. Observable effects, I awoke feeling very refreshed with more energy and more footsteps than normal. Okay. I mean, I'll try it. On this page, we have the same thing where the dates look a little weird. Can't tell why that is. As fate would have it, just as I had begun to make progress in my quest of slumber, a most joyous event has interrupted my progress. My beloved daughter has given birth to a son and has requested my presence in town to assist her during this exciting but demanding time. Aww. For now, I shall take my leave of the bedrooms of Mount Holly, but I am certain, dear diary, that one day I shall return. Lady Clara Epson, grandmother. I do have to say, as a parent, who did have, I had my mother-in-law, our mother-in-law stayed, my mother-in-law, my wife's mother stayed over on the first nights when we had our daughter home from the hospital to help us. What a special little, like, I was so lucky to have her help and so lucky to have a good relationship with her, and what a special little window of time the first couple days. Aww. What the fuck is this? Is this, this is a sketch. I think of the west, path, the west gate path. The part that is weird to me is this. Why does it look like that? Like, nothing of note. I do kind of want to try. Okay. So one thing I have thought recently, I had a couple thoughts somewhat recently. One of them in the last couple of hours and one of them a couple days ago. About things I might try. I have done one of them before. When you get garage powered, you get access to this area up here. And you get a log that crosses here, meaning you kind of have access to more than you otherwise would. I would like to go back there, explore northern west path. I'd like to go back there because it's been literally months since I've been up there, and I have so much more knowledge than I used to have. It'd be nice to get another look at it. My second thought is unrelated to this entirely, which is that we did tunnel all the way up on the eastern file. I said, and I wrote it down, I would like to tunnel off map in other files. Hypothetically, you would tunnel north on any of these files. Hypothetically, you could tunnel south, I think, if you got it from the south. Here's my question. Can you tunnel east or west? But more importantly, my guess is that this would not work. But what happened if you tunneled directly into the antechamber? The thing with tunnel is that it allows you... Tunnel always appears when drafting. How does it phrase it? Always draw tunnel while drafting in this room. You don't draft. Like, if we did a tunnel right here, you don't draft right here. So I think it would probably be nothing that happens. It would just get you to antechamber, which is nice, I guess. if I... So, but probably nothing. And I don't know if it would even have a working antechamber door. Maybe, maybe not. What happens if I tunnel off to the east or west? What happens if I tunnel off the south? Is it the same allowance box? Is it a different box? Is it something else entirely? I have no idea. I want to try and fuck around with it, though. Here's the thing, though. This drawing is not about any of that. There's nothing drawn up here. The thing that is interesting is the room. Because it looks like a room that has entrances. But none of these have entrances. Does that make sense? Why is it... When... I don't know. Like, sorry, to phrase this differently. When I look at this drawing, what feels wrong about it is these little things right here. Because this is a dead end. Now, that might just be like a artistic choice, that this is just signifying a dead end. Like, there's a blank spot here. Fill it in with a room. There's no, like, X marks the spot for something to dig. There's just the creek, and there's just the path. And the bridge. Huh. Okay. So I'll be honest with you that I think the thing that I most want to do right now is sleep right here, right now. I want to test it. Will we go from 37 to 38? Will we start the day with fewer footsteps? That, like, wastes a run, quote unquote, but I also don't think it wastes a run. Her ladyship's chamber is so hard for me to get to, generally, that, but I kind of want to bring a magnifying glass here. Okay. We can do both. We can do both. That's the plan. We're gonna call it a day in there as soon as I can try and get a magnifying glass. Observatory is great. Now we're up to 38. So the question will be, will we have 39? Sail. Diamond. Okay. We need a way to get a magnifying glass. Which at this point could be a little interesting. Commissary is a great fucking start, though. Magnifying glass. Nope. Okay. Let's just see. I'm trying to figure out what to do with what I have. Attic could very well have a magnifying glass. Lost and found. Let's take attic because I think it does. My guess is it does. I think I've gotten one directly from it before. Fuck. Okay. Key. Change the ending. It's too political. There's a duck. You can somehow squeeze back here. Which makes no sense to me. But I love it. Lockpick and secret garden key. We did not get a magnifying glass. Did get a treasure map. Okay. Do. Can you tell I've got that I'm on top of the world, hey, song stuck in my head? I didn't even listen to it. I think I just, like, overheard it. Like, I didn't seek it out. Maybe it was on a TikTok or something. Okay, let's go draft from Foundation. And... Dang, we're going to lose our key card, which does suck, because I love key card. On the other hand... it's worth it to see if calling it a day... Like, we sleep at our tent in the backyard when I go there, which I don't. So I'm guessing call it a day is like a sleep mechanic. I mean, it makes sense as a sleep mechanic, you know? I do love Planetarian. To test. Clock Tower gives us a couple things to... Where would I get a magnifying glass? At this point, it's like library. We'll take courtyard. Nook can have one on the table there. I remember that. What else? I don't really know. I think library and Nook can both have them that like spawn in. I'm sure there's other places. Can't think of them right now. Drafting studio is fine. It costs us gems for not a lot of benefit, but that's okay. Still don't know what that is. Do I have globes written down? In the drafting studio, I do. Master bedroom, on the other hand. Was a pretty good one. We should take library here, though, because it has the chance to give us a magnifying glass. There's an apple. There's a new clue, which I will read in a second. Ah, shit. I think I just got rid of my my dice. Fuck. I think I just lost dice. I think I had more than that. A new clue. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you. For you are looking for a new clue too. It is strange that this book has both the third person, he needed, and also is addressing a reader, the second person. You are looking for a new clue too. Why not put it as like all you need to do is find a new clue. If you find a new clue, you'd know what to do. If you knew what to do, I don't know. I like from a writing perspective. So there's this like weird perspective thing going here, right? Where we're addressing the reader but also talking about him. Two things. One, the same thing happens in Red Prince. The boy is reading a book. And then by the end, it's actually a book that's very familiar to you because you are reading it too. There's a meta angle to it where the reader is made aware that they are reading a book, which is in some way referencing them while also referencing something else, which I love. I love that shit so much when done well. When done poorly, I hate it. But when done well, it's amazing. So there's that. There's also this. I think the past tense third person voice here is really compelling. It's not saying, go look here, go look here. It's saying, this person looked here. This person looked there. This person looked everywhere. It's very Seussian, kind of, and It allows you to hide hints without saying, do this, do that. It's saying, well, this person did this. This person did that. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files. Retraced his sketches. Retraced his sketches. There are a lot of sketches around the denoted in verse. Around the... What's the word? Estate. Around the estate. And studied the files. There's archived files, kind of. Computer files, maybe. There's computer entries. Reviewed all his cases and gone through the piles of the evidence present and the precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Miles? Why choose miles there? It rhymes with piles, but why else? It stretched on for miles? What stretched on for miles? His steps? Those aren't it. Those are them. Those are plural. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. Each of the tombs is interesting because it sounds like which is the one I just read it. How can I not remember? Which is the one? It's bunk room. Bunk room is the one that I really want to sleep in most. Bunk room has the effect of probably putting a flower on his grave. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. This is Arindia. This is a rook. Kind of. This is about the tombs. This has lightable candlesticks, the drawings. This has a weird 3x7 grid on these bricks. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. So tome after tome that the library loaned and the books that he had that he already owned were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. I have found the book called A New Clue, and I do not know what to do. I'm looking at the images to just see if there's anything I've missed. He changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound. Doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. I don't know what that means. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. The man obsessed and Kaku too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. The best medicine is not yet evidence. Is that saying there is a piece of evidence out there that I have not yet found? It is not yet evidence, and it is the best medicine? The best medicine is laughter, is a phrase. Laughter is not yet evidence? What does it mean? Is it a riddle, or is it a clue? Or is it an author stretching to make a rhyme? And having read this book so many times, God damn it, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? I have seen all the signs, and I know what they mean. 8, 7, 3, 10, 1, 13? Probably. Picture from Ballroom, picture of my mom and Caleb White and Caleb Manning and Philip White. Picture of a bird at sunset. Seen all the signs, dead end, major key, ABC. We did this. Metro map. The same picture of you standing at the desk. Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked, but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. The suspect is the archival key. We did this. We did this. The suspect is Major, meaning short name. Small name. Boli. We did this. We got access. Is there anything else on this page? Nothing leaps out at me. Nothing leaps out at me. I probably should have done Secret Garden right there, right? Why does Ballroom have footsteps on it? Is that new? Retracing your steps? Kennel is fine here, I guess. I don't know. Gotta pet the dogs. This is still a puzzle. 6 AD, 6 Tor, low et. But I don't have anything to do with it yet. Servants' quarters. Sleeping there was bad. Let's redraw here. I don't know what I'm looking for at this point. Nothing's going to be great. Just looking for a way to get a magnifying glass. I do think I need to probably try and get a magnifying glass because it's just like, how many times will I really get access to Her Ladyship's diary? It's tough to get access to. Okay, but we gotta think. Let's draft from the south here. We have plenty of spots over here, but I can't Secret Garden key here, right? That's the wrong spot. Yeah. So normal key. Last key. I could rotate drawing room, which would be really nice. Let's do it. Gives you a gem. No magnifying glass. Okay. Walk-in closet has items, and I already have a lot of items, meaning the potential to get, but I love treasure trove. Holy shit. I think I probably need to take walk-in closet on this run in particular. Oh, boy. Okay. Did it just do it again? Hold up. Let me consult the thing. Oh, never mind. I had 0 dice, so... Now I'm paranoid that I'm getting robbed every time I click on dice. I had 0 dice, so getting 2 more dice was exactly correct. Okay, so we need either break room or trophy room here, but we can also redraw. At this point, I would love to get... We'll take kitchen. I'd love to get treasure trove. Since we didn't get a magnifying glass in the freaking thing. Attic, like, there's the like bedroom closet. Right? In terms of things that give us items. Lost and Found has items, but it has rare items. I still am cool with taking this. That, I think, is Hall Pass and Repellent. Is that new? What the fuck is that? Lost Sledgehammer. What the hell is this? Huh. Okay. I love the idea that we're just, like, unearthing other stuff from the, from, like, the history of this house. Like a lost B-52 bomber. That's what it looks like. We can do chapel here, that's fine. Trophy room gives us a shit ton of diamonds, which is fine. There's just really no... We should redraw here. Probably. I guess we could always go back to entrance hall and go from there. What are the odds that classroom has a magnifying glass? I think it has had one in the past. I don't know if it's this one, but a classroom has had magnifying glasses in the past. An apple will set my dice to 2, so we should probably wait on that. Use the die here. And go from there. Redraw. What do we want most from this specific? We want Nook. Nook is great because Nook has a chance to have a magnifying glass. God damn it. Didn't get it. Okay. I swear I found it right here. You could probably get it a bunch of places, though. Okay, let's go draft from conference room. We can come back for more dice if we need to. This is the food. This is the money that would go to the tomb, but is instead going here. I think study is not a terrible choice here. It might have the thing, and it gives us more redraws. Magnifying glass. This is why I always put magnifying glass in this special order for so long. Because it's like the minute you need it, it becomes hugely important to get it. I'm in my era of trying everything I can to look at things with fresh eyes. I think it's the only way we're going to make progress here. GTDRN. GTDRN. That was another dead end. I understand. Okay, so out to the entrance hall. Please give us a magnifying glass. There's a dig spot in the conservatory. Does it matter? No. Am I going to do it? Yep. I'm racking my brain if there's any other things that would give us, that would be likely to give us a magnifying glass. Probably not. The worst case scenario, I could also use all my die to get a bunk room, because I would really like to sleep in bunk room. That would be really cool. I think we need to take break room here and snake our way over to the spot to maximize the amount of rooms we get. I don't think it matters if we get those keys. Boudoir, maybe it'll have a magnifying glass. I don't know. Bunch of apples, so that's a bunch of dice. I don't think we want pool, because I think we want something that does not add anything to the draft pool. Closed exhibit is unlocked already, and sometimes I think it has an item on the bottom by the letter. I think there's like an item spawn, quote unquote. It's usually, I think I have found a lockpick kit right there. It did not have anything this time, so that sucks. However, I will go eat an apple. Give me 2 dice. And then this is for all the marbles. This is a very weird. I have 2 dice, 14 gems, and 4 redraws from Resilience of the Rook. And I need to find magnifying glass. Or bunk room. I'm probably going to try, at this point I think I'm probably going to go for bunk room, because I think bunk room might even have a chance to have a magnifying glass in it. So, didn't I get study? Does that only happen after you get rid of the other redraws? I swear I got study, right? Yeah. Oh boy. I don't even know if you can draw bunk room in this corner. I think you can, because it's one entrance. I don't think there's a reason not to. Parlor, nursery, planetarium. Dormitory, vault. There it is. There it is. Okay. Bunk room. Oh, let's do it. I was saying there it is with the other stuff. Let's take bunk room and let's sleep here, because I'm curious. So my hope is that the tomb. Let me go back and read the thing. There's a flower laid on the grave. My hope is that that means something special happens to that tomb. My guess is that that means there is a gem on the tomb. I don't think... My hope is that it's a piece of lore. My guess is that it is a gem, because when flowers get laid anywhere... When flowers in this game means gems. The sleep diary says... A flower already laid. But I think it's one of the hard ones to get, so I think let's try sleeping here. Let's do it. Magnifying glass? Somehow this gerbil stays alive. Do I know how? No. No other items? Damn it. Okay. Well, we're going to give up our... We probably should have used repellent. Let's use repellent on break room at this point. I like break room a little bit. Fuck it. I don't think we even need it. I mean, shit, you could use repellent in here. Yeah. Okay, let's call it a day in here. See what happens. That's going to do it for this round. Thanks so much for watching. I think this ended up being a very long video. I probably shouldn't have made it into one video, but here we are. We unlocked her ladyship's diary. It was a sleep diary. In some ways, a very interesting thing. In some ways, a not so interesting thing. I think we probably learned about a secret mechanic. Sorry, yeah, a secret, like, mechanism in the game. A hidden mechanic. Which is that if you call it a day in bedrooms, you can get certain effects. Yeah. Her Ladyship's Inn of the Dead. That's also something we've never seen before. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, bye!